guys, how are you? Andy Suku, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions, consumer credit expert. So I want to speak to you guys about the Social Security hack breach. By now, everyone should be aware that 2 weeks ago, there was a hack and 2.9 billion Social Securities have been hacked. That's a lot of people, right? So the problem with this hack is that it's real, it happened, and now your data is going to be in the dark web. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the dark web is where people buy identity, credit card information, social security numbers, and they can actually open accounts in your name online, get credit cards, and you're not aware of it until that card has been activated, used, and is in default, and now reports on your credit report. Second issue with the dark web is that once you get on the dark web, it is almost nearly impossible to get that information off the dark web. I don't know about you, but personally, I don't want any of my information on the dark web, especially when you're invested in real estate, you're using credit at a high level, personal, business. It's scary, and it's a big problem that personally I don't see a solution being put in place for the situation. So 2.9 billion is a lot of people. 9 out of 10 people that I know are data is probably on the dark web. So I want to give you guys some tips on what you should do to protect yourself. Now, there's no foolproof way of protecting yourself, but you could make it a little harder for someone to open credit or a bank extending credit in your name if you're not aware of it. First thing is you need to subscribe to a proper credit monitoring service. We have Score Navigator. It's very real time. The reports are pulled every single month like clockwork. Your data is there. You can see it. You have alerts in there. Now, Experian, MyFICO, and Identity IQ does the same thing on a lower caliber, not on the level of Score Navigator. Like, Score Navigator is beyond your wildest dream in technology and data that we provide you guys in Score Navigator. The thing with Experian, Identity IQ, and FICO, which I personally witness, and my clients are well aware of it now because when we do the consultation, we point it out to them, is that these sites charge you a monthly fee, but they don't provide an updated report. They actually re-image the report and show you the same report from last month. It's only once, maybe twice a quarter, they pull a new report. But if you want a new report, you have to press that button and pay the $18.99 or the $44.99 for MyFICO, which Score Navigator, that's not the case. We already pull the report every month for you. That's why when we do a consultation with our client, we show them on the calendar the date that the new report is going to be updated. So one, you need to create an account with a credit monitoring company, and you need to check that report maybe once every 2 weeks, once a month, just to make sure all of the information on that credit report, your address is not changed, no accounts has been open in your name that you're not aware of, because if there are accounts open or addresses changed, you need to address that with the bureaus and make sure that information is taken off. The second thing you need to do is also put a freeze on your credit report. Now, there's two freezes. The first one I'm going to talk about is the fraud freeze, where you put a fraud alert on your credit report. You put an active cell phone number. Do not put your home phone number. Please, do not put your home phone number. Do not put both numbers. Only put a cell phone number. The reason being is that, one, banks are only going to call one number on your credit report to verify your identity. And it's going to be the home number, which is the first one that they issue on the alert. Second thing is, people are at work all day. You're bound to miss the call. So you put your cell phone number. Everyone's at work, but they have their cell phone with them. You can either get a call, you can get a text message letting you know that an account has been opened in your name and they need to verify your identity before the bank extends credit in your name. Third thing is you could put a freeze on your credit report, but there's a little downfall to that, and I'll explain that to you in this video. The freeze is where you call each bureau. This is free. The service is free. And you put a freeze with a 4-digit PIN number where your report is locked. Anytime you apply for credit, someone applies for credit in your name, there's no data. You have to release the report in order for the creditors to see the data to approve or extend credit in your name. The downfall about that is credit card companies give credit line increases every 6 months. That's there in their guidelines. That's in the true and lending contract that you sign when you open a credit card. It's stated in there as well. Once in a while, depending on your credit utilization, depending on how you're paying the cards back, depending if you have a positive relationship with the bank, no late payments, so forth, you can call it. They can give you a manual review every 3 months. However, when you have the freeze on your credit report, banks automatically review your file every 6 months for credit line increases. Because of the freeze, when they do a soft pull, banks do a soft pull to see how your credit is, to see the data, to see the scores, to see if there's any negative reporting on your credit report before they extend the credit line increase to you. When they pull the report, if you have a freeze, they're not going to be able to see the data on the report, which can cause you not to get a credit line increase. The workaround about that is this is what you're going to do. When you put that freeze on your credit report, call your credit card companies and see when was the last time you got a credit line increase. If you didn't get a credit line increase within the last 6 months, ask them for a credit line increase. If you get approved, great. If you get denied, great. I mean, sorry, it's not great, but if you get denied, whatever the reason may be, it might be your balance is too high, the bank will tell you that. But the reason why I'm telling you to do that is from that date that you did that credit line increase, you can put it on your calendar 6 months later that you're going to get an automatic credit line increase. So on your calendar, if that date is there, 24 hours before that date comes, let's say it's the 29th, you're going to get your increase. The 28th, you're going to unlock your credit report just so the bank can review it and give you the credit line increase automatically. If it doesn't happen, you can also call the bank and see if you're eligible for the credit line increase. Once you get the credit line increase, whether you get approved or denied, the next thing you can lock your file again. But these are the preventive measures you can put in place to help protect yourself from your data being used. Again, this is not foolproof. If someone wants to get your data, they can get your data, right? But by putting these measures in place, it will make it a little difficult for these hackers to get your information. But like I said earlier in the video, that on the dark web, just so you know, we've tested it already. I've tested it myself. I've done it with these two hands. You can actually go on the dark web and buy someone's social, credit card information, and ID for $10. Now, wherever country these hackers are that are selling you these data, $10 may be a lot of money for them, but it could also be a lifetime of problems for you. That's how easy it is to buy information on the dark web. Very easy, if you have access to it. When I say access, you have access to a dark web site, right? We test all of our clients' data. We run it through dark web when we're working on their file. We run their data to the dark web to make sure their data is not on there, just to let them know, because these are things you need to know as well. Anyway, if you have any questions about this topic, drop it below and I'll try to answer it for you guys. Talk to you soon. Have a good day.